I am live. Hi, this is John Watt. I don't know how well the internet's going to be here. I'm not going to be on long. I wanted to get on live and wish everyone an extremely happy Earth Day. We produced a video. It was a really nice video. It showed guys and wishing you a happy Earth Day, and it had some great eco tips, some reminders of some of the more popular eco tips out there. And we put it up, and every time we put it on, YouTube kept taking it off, saying it was inappropriate. And we reviewed the video again, and there's absolutely nothing inappropriate on there. In fact, when you put on a video and you have to click if it's for kids or not, if you click on there that it is for kids, for some reason they disable the comments, which I love comments. I look forward to reading comments, and I don't like that. So of course we have to click on, even if it's for kids, which this one was a great one for kids because it said all kinds of neat little eco tips to make the planet greener and better. So we are forced to. This is just YouTube getting out of control, kind of like Facebook, and they should take a tip from Facebook and how many hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of users they're losing now, almost on a daily basis. Um, this is another tech company that's scared of the government, don't want to fight, and they are pretty much just kowtowing down and doing some really dumb things. And one of these things is, I understand marking your video if it's inappropriate for minors or not, but what they should do is they should have three options. They should have absolutely no kids whatsoever, okay? Then they should have family friendly, which is everybody in the world, and you can comment. And then they should have one that says yes for kids, which I guess they can take away the comments then. But no, that's just too intelligent. Another thing too is we cannot figure out what on this video is inappropriate. There's absolutely nothing on the video that goes against any YouTube guidelines. It's an animated and it's really nice and it's done with great music in the background. It has nothing to do with the music. It's not inappropriate at all, unless for some reason YouTube is becoming super political and they do not believe that Earth Day should be a thing. In that case, it's time to go ahead and find another venue because we need to shut down YouTube. If they're so anti-environmental, they don't need to be on this earth. It's just the way I look at it. I don't want something on this earth that's destroying it. And if YouTube's totally against Earth Day and totally against all that, which they shouldn't be because their parent company Google has a great Earth Day video up on Google. So I don't know what the problem is with YouTube. I think what it is these companies, they put these gigantic machines in charge, like Facebook did, and the machines are making human decisions. We appealed it, but we don't think we're ever going to see the appeal come through because again, most of these tech companies have done away with their customer service. So basically, here I am wishing you a happy Earth Day, and I would highly suggest that you go and Google the the Eco Guys podcast, and binge watch or listen, I guess, since it's radio, our old Eco Guys shows. There's some great shows on there. They're funny, they're entertaining. I was just listening to one that was around Christmas time, and we were doing back in 2010 when we were doing Toys for Tots, and we had a intern at that time named Candy. God rest his soul. He's no longer with us, but he was screwing around with my electric train that I had going around the Christmas tree at the Eco Guys pavilion at the Fashion Square Mall when we were collecting Toys for Tots. And no one was allowed to touch my train. Hands off the train. And he was just going on and on about, I said, so is the train okay? He goes, well, it is now. I mean, I put out the fire and all this, and I'm just going crazy because I'm all the way across the other side of the world in Central Florida, miles and miles away at a radio station when he's telling me about fires and the train running backwards at 100 miles an hour and all this. I'm like, what are you doing to me? But we had a great time being funny on the radio and bringing the eco message to the public. And it's great to listen to. The original Eco Guys lineup was there. It's myself, John Wild. We had Colin Green and the lovely Nisi. Well, used to be the lovely Nisi. We're going to talk about her now. But anyway, so there you go. The Eco Guys. And I just want to wish everyone a happy Earth Day. I hope everyone does what's right and starts to make a promise that every day is Earth Day. That we take care of our planet every single day and we do the best that we can for it. We're going through some tough times right now, folks, and things may never be the same. And there's a couple things I want to touch on, speaking of Earth Day, before I go. One is a lot of these grocery stores and all that have taken away their plastic bag recycling and egg carton recycling drop-off. All right? This doesn't mean it's time to throw these things in the garbage. They've taken them away because for some reason they think that everyone's going to get sick if they recycle their plastic bags. I've yet to figure it out. I got a NASA team. It's scientists at NASA trying to figure that one out. I can't do it. What's the difference between throwing it in the recycle bin and throwing it in the garbage, except for killing our planet? So just hold on to those things right now. Hoard them, please. Don't throw them away. Don't get rid of them. Please don't throw them away. Just go ahead and hold on to those. They're your plastics bags, and your egg cartons. And then when this is all cleared up and they put the collection things back out there, let's fill them up. Let's overfill them. Another thing that I'm seeing, and this is something that if you have a live stream or if you're going to do a video on your channel, please mention this as a side note. Try to spread the word for people to stop taking off their plastic and latex gloves and tossing them out the window of their car. I still am walking around finding dozens and dozens of latex gloves and plastic gloves laying on the side of the road. I'm even finding masks on the side of the road. This is going to be an environmental catastrophe once the rains start kicking up. Now, here in Central Florida, on Friday, we're supposed to get some significant storms. And it's going to pick up those rubber gloves and those plastic gloves, and they're going to wind up in lakes, rivers, and streams. Then they're going to wind up in our fish. They're going to kill the habitat in our lakes, rivers, and streams. This is going to be bad, really bad. Try your best not to throw these things on the ground. Please. I don't use them because I don't believe in them. I don't. Frankly, a way I've seen people take their rubber gloves off anyway, they're not helping themselves. There's a certain way you're supposed to take your rubber gloves off where they fold in on themselves. I've seen people come over and they pinch them with one, take it off, then they got a bare hand that they reach over and they touch the other one on the outside. Well, you're not doing yourself any good. I just carry around hand sanitizer, and I just squirt that in my hand every now and then. If you can't find any, bleach or peroxide works the same way. They really do, So, not bleach, I'm sorry. Rubbing alcohol and peroxide work the same way. Please don't rub bleach on your hands. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm thinking about something else, obviously. Holy jeez, don't do that. But anyway, so I don't know what's going on with YouTube and why they think that a very nice, look at all the Eco Guys videos. John Wild gets wild, but whenever we do the Eco Guys, we try to keep it very family friendly. I have no idea why YouTube twice has called my Happy Earth Day celebration video inappropriate when all it is just a video of a bunch of little eco tips and things to do to properly take care of the planet. Please tell everyone, make a video, make a mention in your next video to stop throwing your plastic gloves and your latex gloves on the ground outside. Oh my God, that is like one of the worst things you could possibly do. Stop doing it. I'm to the point now where I got little grabbers, and I'm actually, when I see them, I pick them up and I look for the nearest dumpster and put them in the dumpster. Um, I am to the, I don't know what we're going to do. This is going to be bad. I mean, just think of all the millions upon billions of gloves that are being used every single day right now. And for some reason, people are getting it into their mind that we just throw this on the ground. Even if you throw it in the middle of a parking lot, which I have seen a few times outside of where we're at, it's still going to find its way to a drain. And most drains find their way to waterways. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be one of the fallouts of this is millions of latex gloves and plastic gloves in our waterways. It's just horrible. So please don't throw it on the ground, and encourage everyone that you know not to throw their plastic gloves or latex gloves on the ground. Other than that, I just want to make sure that you all do something today a little extra than you normally do for the earth, for our environment. And let's get this planet healthy. I think the healthier we have our planet, the less likely we're going to have crazy diseases that arise from the muck and destroy. Because when you really get down to it, I don't care what they say; they really have no idea where a lot of these diseases come from. And if you've seen some third world countries and some things that I've seen where they destroy the water, destroy our planet, chop down our trees that clean the atmosphere and provide us oxygen. It goes on and on and on, and it's just getting worse. Um, you think this whole, I'm not, and I can't mention the name, but you know what we're going through right now. You think this is bad. Wait, there's going to be an environmental catastrophe here for what we're doing that's going to rival. This is nothing. If the environment decides to give out, everything around you that you see, all the trees and the plants and the grass that provide you with life, decide to give out, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Look at, put it this way, if we have an environmental catastrophe to where all of a sudden we need to provide citizens with oxygen to breathe because we have less oxygen in the atmosphere because of what's going on. Look how great they were on getting ventilators and getting masks and all that out to people. You imagine if we're all going, because we can't breathe right, and they're up there saying, well, we'll get some oxygen to you eventually. I haven't even got my stimulus money yet. So I ain't going to trust them for nothing. Let's get our environment cleaned up, folks, and let's try to do the best thing. And always remember that the new thing that came out, they said within 50 to 75 years, there could be more grains of sand, more grains of plastic on the beach than grains of sand. That's really where we're heading, folks. All right. Happy Earth Day. Oh, I have one person. Amen. Gills, you got it, brother. Spread the word, please. It just mentioned for the next few days, all the way through the weekend, through this, somewhere in your videos, everyone, properly dispose of your plastic gloves and latex gloves. Stop throwing them on the ground. The last couple of days, I've been keeping track and literally walking from my home to my office and and from my office across the street to a Target to get lunch and all that. In that short distance, which I would say is probably maybe a 3-block area, I have picked up 75 plastic gloves and latex gloves with, I would say I think I started keeping track on Thursday. So almost a week. And that's just in this little area. All right, guys. Hey, stay green, stay healthy. Love everybody out there. Um, have a wonderful, wonderful Earth Day, and I will see you on the barricades. Take care.